whole setup is lame. Right? Like you got to wear glasses just to read the freaking thing. I hate this rig. I hate it. Ticky-tock on this one, right? Ticky-tock.
Hey, John, how long is that?
Hey, John, how long is that? Live. Go live.
I took pictures of all three of those, so I just got to crop them.
Hey, YouTube, if you're joining us, we're about to get started with an unboxing of something kind of cool. What's going on here? Look at this.
Slide it up.
Man, I hate Android. It's so dopey stupid. This side-loaded bunch of crap. Konnichiwa. David Washington, how you doing, pal? James, how you doing, James? From Ireland. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying that omukade. That is an awesome sword. Do you deserve it? I don't know. Send it back to me. I'll test it. All right. If you're just joining us, we're going to give you just a moment. We're live from RVA Katana. We're a sword shop here in Richmond, Virginia. That's right, United States. And we sell swords from all around the world. We say all swords matter, all cultures matter. We don't care where you're from. You're probably adjacent to a culture with swords in it. You know, tell us about that. And the more we learn about each other, we think bigotry and prejudice fall aside. So if a sword gets you to learn about another culture, what's wrong with that? Nothing, right? At the end of the day, we're learning more about. And the sword is the lens in other cultures, history, language, culture, philosophy, food, art, religion. So we're just big fans of swords, what they represent, the heraldry, heritage, and history of swords. They tell a story. So if you're just joining us, welcome. We are going to unbox something kind of special. We'll give it one more moment. So this is, you got Scott here and Ryan. It's kind of been a slow day today in the shop. It kind of slows down after Christmas. The weather here is insane. It's like 61 degrees today. Tomorrow's going to be 68 or 69. And then it's going to be like 30 2 days later. I mean, yeah, Virginia's weird. If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
I'm just waiting for a massive blizzard to come out of nowhere.
yeah, it's pretty much how it is. All right, so if you don't mind mashing that like button, we appreciate you. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox something kind of special, something unique and antique from Japan. And then we're going to go walk around and answer some questions, show you around the shop. So if there's something you would like to see, visit our website, RVA-Katana, and take a look. And when we're done unboxing, we're happy to answer questions and show you around. You cut with your duelist. Laser beam, right? Do you like those duelists, don't you? Hey, Ray, how you doing? Ray says hi.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, I love the duelist. Everybody wanted a 29-inch long Nagasa with a Okisaki and a 12-inch handle. And so we brought in 9 different models, and we love them. So I'm glad you're happy with it. They're all lasers. That's awesome. That's a big box. It is a big box. So I just talked to John before I went live, and I said, what is this? And he says, it's something kind of special. So this is from our pal, Ray Singer, who lives in Miami Beach, Florida, or Palm Beach, Florida? Miami. If you don't know who Ray is, if you go to swordsofjapan.com, you'll know who he is. He's a very well-respected mentor and member of the Japanese sword community. It's packed really well.
Freaking diamond.
Yeah, Ray does that so they can't stack it up, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty smart. So if you're ever shipping stuff, you're shipping a valuable sword, put it in one of these triangle boxes because the shippers can't stack a bunch of stuff on it, and it keeps from getting crushed. It's pretty brilliant. But Ray's pretty amazing. If you go to swordsofjapan.com, he has a library of free downloadable articles that you can learn more about the hobby. He creates these really cool little flashcards so you can learn how to learn more about reading the tang and find out who made it and when and where. But he's our go-to guy in the U.S. He's really a straight shooter. He'll call you out on your bullshit. So we love that. So if you're interested in higher end antiques, Ray definitely caters to that higher end part of the market. Check out swordsofjapan.com. And again, just a great guy. You'll see him at the Shinsa, the sword shows they have in Orlando, Chicago, Vegas, and San Francisco every year. And we've been pals with him for quite a while, and we've gotten a lot of stuff from him, as probably some of you have as well. And you guys can vouch for. I know Steve has. You can vouch for your experience with Ray. He's just a great guy. In a sea of mediocrity, he really stands apart, right? Pretty cool guy. And he's a straight shooter, right? You kind of, sometimes you don't know what you're getting, where you're getting it from. So we love Ray because, 10 out of 10 times, if he says it's this, it's that, Yeah, Steve says Ray is dangerous to the bank account, though. Absolutely. Ours, too. He's an island in the sea of mediocrity. Very well said. Yeah, that's it. That's John. John's there from RVA Katana. Hey, John. How you doing today, pal? What's in the box? I can't do a Brad Pitt voice. What voice were we doing the other day? Jason Statham? I'll do a job.
I'm retired.
I'm retired.
What's the job?
What's the job? Yeah, he packs them really well. So this is some Kante. This is what's called a Kante show. Kante show is a
Old papers.
old paper. These are the old papers. So this is a paper telling you a governing body in Japan pretty much is the sole authority for letting you know, for authorizing swords. And these guys, you ever seen a guy like hear a car run and tell you, yeah, number 3 cylinder's knocking. And you take that engine apart and 10 out of 10 times he was right. You respect somebody that really knows their stuff. And that's what the NBTHK is in Japan. They can look at a sword and pretty much tell you who made it, when, and when. So it's pretty amazing. So this is one of the Kante show for something here. There's a couple swords here, isn't there? Yeah. So let's see what we got here. John says it's something really special. So we're kind of excited. And we don't really position ourselves as antique dealers. That's a whole other thing. We just love getting them, and we love getting people started into this hobby with a very affordable antique. Not that this one's going to be an affordable one. We have them for under $1,000. I think you get into papered stuff, and you're spending about $2,500 to $3,000. But we've gotten so many people interested in this hobby by getting things that are really affordable. Now you have a study piece. You don't have to spend 10 grand. Now you're learning about the hobby, learning what to look at, how to read it, how to appreciate it, how to care for it. You learn about the culture, the history. And then from there, it's a platform. If you want, you can move on and buy nicer and more expensive things. But we've come at it from the opposite angle. We've gotten people hooked on the aftermarket or the repro market, and there comes a time when, like, now it's my time to get an actual antique, and they've been able to get one from us for very inexpensive. This one is a mortgage, probably. Probably, Have you checked? I just bought 64 gigs of Corsair RAM for $900. I feel so dirty. I'm building a new gaming rig at home, and oh my God, the cost of RAM is so stupid. Like, everything's stupid, right? Yeah, that's the thing. The nice thing about swords is you spend as much as you want to learn about them. And that's absolutely right. Now everybody has different budgets. So we got here. This is a Tachi Tsuba. So Ryan's taking a look at the furniture. So, we love antique Tachi. We don't get enough of these. All right. Okay. Let's continue opening this thing. So this may be Koshirai and Shirosaya, perhaps. Yeah, we're doing an unboxing of some Nihonto, some antiques from Ray Singer out of Miami. If you're just joining us, Ray is a pretty awesome, valued member of the Japanese sword community here in the U.S. Check him out, swordsofjapan.com. For anything, just to learn. He's got a great free library of articles, and he's just a great guy. He really is a valued member of the community, and he just wants to get people into this. The more people into Nihonto and appreciating them, the more people will polish and care for them and restore them, and we can have a really healthy ecosystem. And that's what Ray is kind of doing. We're trying to help with that. There's a lot of other great people out there trying to get Nihonto in the hands of people for a very affordable price, kind of get them started. And the more we're into this, we can have a healthier community. And then you're gonna start seeing the polishers and the people that will redo all the furniture come out of the woodwork, and there'll be a market for them. And we have our own community of people that will polish and restore. Right now, I think there's only a couple people that do polishing of Japanese swords here in the United States. And typically swords aren't sharpened, they're polished, and through that polishing process it becomes sharp. But I know Chris charges, Chris Osborne's like, what, $150 an inch?
I think so, yeah.
$150 or $200 an inch, and there's like a 1 year or 2 year waiting list. So that's kind of what happens. He can't really do it for a living anymore because he doesn't get enough work. So, yeah. We don't have a sword from Miyamoto Musashi, but we have many swords that have that Miyamoto Musashi tsuba, that gourd tsuba. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at the curvature on this jank, on this John. Absolutely. Learning about swords is also learning how to take care of one properly. Yeah, in Japanese culture, they say polishing your sword or taking care for your sword is akin to polishing your heart mirror. And your heart constantly is tarnished. So caring for a sword, your mind opens like a parachute, like washing your car or doing something. You do something at home, significant others know to leave you alone, and you're kind of in your own space, and you're caring for something. You're caring for something beyond yourself, and you're developing good habits. Your mind opens like a parachute. You start thinking about things, or you're appreciating something, and you're looking for flaws or just appreciating things. That's what kind of Japanese swords do by cleaning them and caring for them. They kind of instill that part of the hobby. That's all positive stuff. We love it. Let's go, Nihon to unboxing. Absolutely.
That is wicked.
Thanks, David. Hope you're having a good day too, pal. Scott is narrating today. Yeah. You got Scott at the helm here. Yep. All right. So this is one heck of a beast of a tachi. So this has my favorite hamon on there, which is called sugaha. Sugaha is a straight hamon. That temper line is straight. Remember, the higher up that temper line goes on the blade, the more brittle that portion of the blade is. So typically when you ask practitioners or people that are really into studying or training the sword, what is your favorite type of hamon? They'll have an artsy style, and they'll have one they prefer to train with. And that's because the swords were designed to be sharp and brittle and strong at the edge, but kind of flexible at the spine. The smaller the hamon, the more pragmatic the sword becomes. We love them all. We love the artistic element, but there's art swords, and then there's, more practical warrior swords. This is absolutely beautiful. The habaki on here is nice too. You guys can see that. This is a piece. Wow. So this bohi, this blood groove, a fuller, is used to take weight out of the blade. Or if there were any blemishes through the forging process, they would remove them by carving a bohi or fuller into the blade. But when you hold a blade that has the bohi, it just takes so much weight out. It makes it much more nimble, practical weapon. Holy crap, this thing is long. John, what is this, dude? How long does it take for delivery to Texas? Usually 3 to 4 days on average. Depends. West Texas, I think, can take up to 5 days, but we send stuff to Texas. I swear to God, almost every day. We have a lot of customers in Texas. Texas loves swords, and we love Texans because of it. So this is a beautiful koshirai, tachi koshirai. Yeah. So let's let me. Where's you have the shirasaya? Because I only got 2 hands, bro. I hand that back to you. All right. So this is a beautiful tachi saya that has. This is the Toyotomi Hideyoshi kamo. So if you're fans of that Japanese historical reject that invaded Korea twice and failed, the crazy, what they called him, Saru, monkey man or monkey boy, or they called him like the monkey or Saru. But this is his kamon, or his family crest on this side, which is a beautiful gold with metallic type of fleck in it. Boy, this is beautiful. Really, really nice. And this is a historical tachi scabbard. Nice, very nice. This is a nice piece. Let me take a look at that. You want to put the Suba on there and we'll just mount the whole thing? Yeah, let's go ahead and mount that sucker. Sucker. Can you pop it out with your finger?
It's blocked.
I love one of my teachers in Japan can pop him out with his pinky, but he's got really, really small pinkies. All swords feel like art from 80 to 8,000. Not everything we display costs a fortune. Absolutely, and the thing is, we have a lot of stuff that's under $100, and it gets somebody started. Once you have a sword, you're one of us, right? There's only 2 people: those swords and those without. So once you get started, look, not everybody has the same budget. Have you seen how expensive everything is now? Everything's stupid. So for under $100, you get something that's full tang and sharp to display. If you lacquer down that handle, you could actually cut with it, and it gets you started. We've got a lot of people started with a $150 sword that now will spend thousands. So we all got to start somewhere, right? Your first car wasn't a Corvette; it was probably a Chevette. Oh, I like the little Suba bag. All right, want to do the next one? Yeah. All right, we'll unbox the next one here. Keep it going. I know it's kind of boring watching us take swords apart. So we're going to unbox one more from our pal Ray Singer out of Miami, Florida. Swordsofjapan.com is Ray's address. Great guy, really awesome guy. If you got the money to spend and serious money, or you have questions, he's a tremendous resource. He's a mentor of ours. We've learned a lot from him, and he's just an overall great guy. There's so many cool people we've met running the shop now for 4 years that we probably wouldn't have met otherwise, that have really impacted us. So that's why we love swords, man. It just brings everybody together. Maybe sometimes not historically in the best way, but swords bring people together. So after we unbox this one, we're going to give you a tour of the shop and happy to answer any questions. So if you want to go to our website, RVA-Katana, something you want to see, we're happy to show it. So give us a few minutes before asking, and we're going to unbox this one, and then we're happy to show you around. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. Oh my God, this week's flying. Hope you're having a good, happy New Year as well to all of you. If I haven't talked to you, hope you're doing great. My first sword was an eBay sword I bought for 200-something 20 years ago. I still have it. It's the sharpest sword I even own now. Yeah, I bought stuff from gun shows for a couple $100 in Gunto mountings, and they were actually Nihonto worth thousands. Yeah, it's great. There's some awesome finds out there if you just love the hunt, going after the things. So we got another Kante show here, which is from the NTBHK, the Nihon Bijutsu Token Kyokai, which is the this is the newer paper, yeah. So essentially, if you want your sword to have papers, it's got to pass what's called shinsa, or testing. And so you have to pony up a good $300 to $500. The overall process, if it passes shinsa, is close to $1,000. You have to send your sword to Japan. They'll take a look at it, and they'll let you know if it's something worthy of preservation. And of course, they have different levels of worthiness. But there were millions of these. So just because you have an old sword doesn't mean it will pass testing. And all of us that have been in this hobby for a long time, we've had swords that we swear would pass a shinsa testing. They're beautiful. They're from, we feel, a remarkable smith with a beautiful polish. And they're like, yeah, nothing special about this. There's hundreds of thousands of these. It doesn't diminish the fact that it's a historically awesome sword. It's just not, to the Japanese, it's not worthy of historical preservation, and it doesn't pass shinsa. But then when they come to the United States, they'll come here and you throw it in again, and magically it passes shinsa a year or two later. So this is a rubbing of the nakago, or the tang, which they'll take a picture of, rather, and you can see they'll paper it. And it's kind of, everything's official and formal. Very difficult to forge these, and so that's what we have here. And so let's see what Ryan is unboxing here. See what we got. If you're just joining us, we're here at RVA Katana. We're a sword shop here in Richmond, Virginia. Actually, we're a martial arts school that is a sword shop, but actually now it's a sword shop with classes at night. It's kind of swapped. But we just love swords from everywhere, and we have an affinity for historical swords, not just Japanese, of course, African, Chinese, European, from pretty much anywhere, even America. We have swords in our historical culture. We're just huge fans of swords, what they represent, the symbolism, the history, heritage, culture behind them. You know, why they use them, who are they fighting, how are they fighting, how they make them. And it's kind of interesting. Once you study this, you'll find similarities, you'll find commonality, universal truths, and it's kind of cool. Many of these cultures that didn't influence each other have through trial and error come out with the same basically curved saber, or some sort of process for production that, it's like almost like humans will evolve to the better technology through trial and error. And we love it because it shows us that we have way more in common than in different. And so many people want to focus on what divides us, and look at swords and it's like we have way more in common.
This blade has some crazy hitatsura.
Sugoi indeed. Sugoi ne. Kakui. Oh, what is this? This is katana. Oh, this is a hitatsura hamon. So hitatsura is wildfire, and you can see that the tempering jumps all over the place. These were very difficult to make, but they were quite durable swords. Not many masters could really do this type of work. And you can see here. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. The polish is beautiful. The habaki is beautiful. So typically when you look at swords, a lot of the Japanese master teachers of this hobby will tell you the first thing you want to do is look at the curvature. That kind of tells you, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a tachi, a cavalry sword? Am I looking at a katana? And then you look at the width. The width will start telling you a little bit more about maybe the period of time it was made or the smith. Then you dive into that hamon or temper line. And by that point, you're already having a good understanding of what you're looking at. So there's even a process for the way the Japanese look at things. It's kind of really cool. These are some of the things you learn about when you get into this hobby. It's really, really cool. You know, what is it I'm holding? What is this curvature? What does this tell me about the sword? How wide is this? How beefy is it, right? How long is it? Also, what is the length? And now you're starting to formulate a guesstimate on what it is you're holding. Then you look at that hamon, and it's absolutely stunning. If I can show it here. Yeah, I'm trying to get this camera. This camera suck ass, sorry. That's right, I said it. Ooh, I'll trade you. Want to put this one together?
Yeah.
All right, this is a huge Suba. Extra big ass fries. This thing is giant. You know that documentary, Idiocracy? drink water like from the toilet. All right, this is beautiful. It's got some swallows and some bamboo. This is like a hubcap off a 78 Plymouth Reliant. This thing's huge. Beautiful. Beautiful Tsubo. There you go. You just bought it as your dragon. Awesome. Yeah, that's John. So RVA Katana there is John. So if he's talking to you, there you go. Lycan Claw, how you doing, pal? Nice to see you. And all of our friends. We love talking to you guys. It's like seeing our friends every day. We're just big fans of swords, so we can't help but to show these off. And we know a lot of people aren't in a position where they can kind of see these really, really awesome antiques that are hundreds and hundreds of years old. And you think about it, the United States is only 249 years old. And we got swords here that are 650 years old. John has swords in his collection that are possibly 1,000 years old. Just kind of amazing. And it puts it in perspective, right? Look what we've given the world in 150 years. It's pretty amazing. Okay, we're the new kid on the block, but our influence is undeniable. So I love how history makes us appreciate what we have. All right, Ryan's in there in the office, which is the bathroom. That is a piece. So can you hold it in front of you so we can kind of get an idea of the length and the curvature? This is a beautiful piece. Wow. So this we didn't look at a May on this, did we? So this is, it's quite possibly a Tachi and Katana Koshirai. Or it could just be a wicked curved katana. But typically you're gonna see Tachi repurposed into katana. You know, there were Tachi, then you had Handachi, then you had Uchi Katana, which is short to just katana. That's beautiful. Look at that wildfire on that. That hamon is gorgeous. Crazy. Wow, it's crazy. The polish on this is really nice. I don't know if we'd say this is in polish. I kind of would say, but you know, everybody has a different standard. But when you see something that's this clean and nice looking, it really adds to it.
Slightly out of polish, but it's still pristine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd spend a couple grand to polish it right now.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, beautiful. So John says it's a Tachi, it's an Uda Smith. He's drawing a blank. It's one of the Uda. It's from the Uda school. All right. You can see the blueness of the steel from isn't it awesome? Yeah, sorry, our cameras don't really do it justice, but it's just beautiful. And we love sharing with these with you guys. Now, not everything's for everyone, right? If it's not into you, you know, kind of just hold up. But we love history, right? It's where we come from. To appreciate where we are, we have to study how we got here, right? We've come a long way. We have a long way to go, but we love how swords can kind of really tell that story. They get that conversation started. They open that narrative. Big fans of them, right? You start thinking about other things like that tell a story about a people or a culture. It's really, really awesome. And a lot of people don't know this. Africa probably has more unique styles of swords than any culture. Just, you know, it's one of those things, but not a lot of people know a lot about African weaponry. But it's amazing. If you ever watch Forged in Fire, you know, the challenge round is usually an African sword. And Dave Baker, one of the judges, he's come in here several times. And I always asked him, hey, Dave, why do you guys showcase an African sword typically as your challenge round? He says, one, because nobody's had practice making it, right? So it really is a challenge for those final two challengers. And two, Dave is really interested in exposing swords from around the world and other cultures to the general public and leveraging this really awesome TV show to do that. And that is so, he really is a man of multiple cultures. He comes in here, his hands are dirty. He's a real, he makes swords, but he's just a huge history freak. And we love that he's kind of exposing the swords, which kind of gets you learning about another culture. And I think that's amazing, right? We really can't learn enough about each other. So we just love this. All right. So that's 2 Nihonto we got in today. We're going to make sure we'll post some more information about those when we get them. I know John will be here tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll maybe show these again tomorrow with some updated info. But we wanted to unbox these. These came in today, and it's kind of slow in the shop, and we didn't want to wait for John. So we wanted to show you 2 amazing specimens we got. Now, John says one's for sale and one isn't, but we've got a walkaway price for our wives. So I'm sure John will give us an idea of what the prices are tomorrow, and then we'll post that up on our website. Yeah, African swords are fascinating, all-purpose, no flare, just pure tattoo. Yeah, absolutely. We have an African spear, an ikla here, but man, there's so many cool things. And you think a European or Asian or South American culture invented something, and you see something from Africa that predates it all. So I love being wrong, or I love learning new things, or I like having assumptions about something and then learning and putting my fat ass pride in my back pocket and saying, today I was years old when I learned Africa had this before everybody else. This is why we just love history, right? It's just constantly learning more. You learn more information. It kind of you reconfigure how you see things. And we're big fans of just history.
Yeah, I have to make a new pin for this. It's a little too small.
Oh, right on. All right, so that's what we have. So Ryan and I are going to take a walk around the shop and show you some new stuff and answer some questions. Is there something you'd like to see? Thanks again, Ryan, for doing that. And John, thanks for allowing us to open your babies. The babies. Yeah, we do unboxings regularly. We try to, but sometimes they're more fun than others, but we just love sharing. That's our big thing, using this platform just to share and educate and just communicate and learn more. We've learned so much from our customers and other people affiliated. So we just love this community we're trying to develop. And again, not everything's for you. Some people are into anime and video games and movies, and some people aren't. And we're about making people happy. If your first sword was an anime sword, hey, we think that's kind of cool. And then, maybe from there you move on to wanting to learn more about them. And next thing you know, you're like Steve with 50 Nihonto in your living room. Yeah, these are real Nihonto. Yeah. Did someone say not real Nihonto? Is that what you said? Not real Nihonto?
The audacity of some people.
What do you think this is, you sped? What do you think that is, huh? Go crawl back under your horse blanket. Idiots. Oh, the internet. So many people say stuff because they've never had their jaw pushed in for running their mouth. All right, let's go. Is it obvious I'm from New Jersey? All right, let's show some stuff. Here we go, Ryan. Ryan, come on out here. Let's show some stuff. All right. Is there such thing as a handmade Japanese pocket tanto knife? Oh, yeah. If you go to Seki, which I'm hoping to be there maybe next month, you'll see a lot more knives made, obviously, because nobody uses swords anymore in Japan. So a lot of these smiths are making absolutely incredible knives, but there's all kinds of handmade stuff. You just made that in the back. Yeah, we just crafted this real quick in the back room. Yeah. This is the Gosuyote wolf sword. We have a higher end version en route. And we've got the Gilded Dawn and Gilded Light?
Gilded Night.
Gilded Night and Gilded Dawn. Yeah.
This is the T10.
Where's the shop? You're in New Jersey? I'm from New Jersey. We're in Richmond, Virginia. So right in the middle of the state, 5 hours south of us. I'm from South Jersey. We have trees. North Jersey's New York's parking lot. That's right. I said it. All right. I'll just mess with you, pal. All right. Do you play Ghost of Yote, Scott? I did. I played it and I beat it and I'm done with it. The map seemed huge, but it really wasn't. You're just playing these little pockets. It was fun, but now I'm on the Sengoku Dynasty on a PC rig and actually went back to play Ghost of Tsushima too. Rise of the Ronin, AC Shadows I love. I love them all, man. It's a time to be into like Japanese samurai era video games because there's like so much. And Onimusha's coming. What else is coming? There's something else coming. I know Onimusha remake, a reboot, or sequel. There's like so much awesome stuff still coming. We've already had like 4 or 5 major bangers in the last couple of years. So it's like it's just a heyday, you know. I think that guy don't know where Japan is and never been there. Shut up. Many of us have lived there for a long time, married the Japanese. All right. Too far to come. You're near Philly. Yeah, I'm from Burlington. I'm from Camden. I grew up in Cherry Hill. Went to Riverside High School. You know where Riverside is? Near Delanco, Delran? Willingboro? You know that. That's my neck of the woods, Pally. You have a chicken farm, you dickhead. All right, what else we got? Are you going to? You're gonna get an S5 Viking sword. Man, we haven't had an S5 Viking sword. I'll show you the Viking swords we do have. John, you should get a man on it. Get an S5 Viking sword. I like where this guy's coming from. We've had S5 in lots of different formats, European formats, but I don't think we have had an S5 Viking. I think that would be pretty sweet. 5-10 minutes away. Oh, right on. Yeah, I got lots of friends off Route 130 in Cinnaminson. Lots of friends all over Beverly, Moorestown. Not Morris, Moorestown, right? Yeah. Here's an awesome Viking sword from Swordier. Is this the Damascus one?
65.
It's 65 in. So I love the smaller size. This thing is fast. I love these. Huge fans. We usually have 4 or 5 different Viking swords from different time periods and from different forges. I see what a Japanese can do with a chicken. Awesome. What else is new this week? Why don't you show the sword I wasn't cutting on Monday. I threw my back out. Can you show this thing at the top, this red, wicked, curved Master of Disaster, Beast of the East? This thing is, I'm so upset I missed cutting with this. This is a wicked sword. This is from Legacy Blades. Which is a family of smiths like Ryan Sword, Shang, not Romance of Men. What's the other one? Moritaka, Shinken of Swords. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a scratch on this thing either.
This is a 27.5 inch Nagasaw right here. But no Viking. Well, we've had some, I don't know if you could say a sax is a Viking knife. I don't have any other Viking knives at the moment. We've had them come through. I don't have any at the moment. So what else do we have is 27.5 inch. You know what? Believe it or not, most of our swords are that Nagasa, 27.5 inches.
A lot of our Moritaka Vortex.
Let's show those. These are probably one of our most favorite swords for practitioners or people new into swords that just don't want to spend a lot of money, but actually want something they could go outside and start cutting pool noodles, water bottles, or tatami or beach mats. So this is a series called the Vortex series. They're available with or without a bohie, which is the fuller, the blood groove. And they come in different colors with different tsuba, which is the handguard, but they're all 27.5 inch, made from 9260 spring steel. And what's nice about that is they'll bend up to 90 degrees and not set the bend. So if you're learning cutting or fairly new to it, you're gonna bend a sword, man. You're gonna have bad cuts. And what's nice about the spring steel is go ahead and have bad cuts all day long. You're pretty much not going to break it. You can kind of thrash it. The handles are nice and tight. We've actually dulled these for some of my students for our Bato Jitsu and Kenjutsu training they've had for 4 years now, and they've just been great for trainers. And why students love it's called a habikito, which is a steel sharp sword that's been dulled for practice. It has the weight of a live blade or shinken. So as they migrate to actual cutting, the sword they train with is the sword they cut with, right? You fight like you train weak, fight weak. So instead of having some light, zinc alloy Iaito that weighs, 2 pounds, they're training with an actual Nihonto, or not Nihonto, an actual Shinken or live blade that's been dulled. And so when they make that transition, immediately they're going right to cutting. So that's why we love these. What else is new? Oh, let's show the Duelist series. Third one from the bottom, the Sunflower, yeah. So the Duelist series is a new series of swords we ordered in. It's a whole new line. They're 29-inch Nagasa, 29.25 inch Nagasa, really big Kisaki, and a 12-inch handle with a lot of customers saying, listen, I prefer a 12-inch handle, or I'm bigger stature, or I just want more leverage. and we answered. So we have a whole series of them. They start at 275 and go to 325. So 275, 300, and 325, based off the quality. Like this one's 325, has plated brass furniture in multiple colors, a little nicer furniture. That's what you get. But the blades are all pretty much the same. It's a T10 tool steel blade, differentially hardened with a bohea. Wicked cutters. I mean, they're lasers. What's up, Pally? Yeah, what's up?
I'm here to buy some Katana.
You're to buy some tatami? Oh, I talked to you, Parker, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, you want to take over? I'll take care of him.
You guys can finish filming first if you want.
Yeah, we're live, man. We're live, man.
Oh, cool.
I'm incoming captain.
You're the captain now. What's up, man? How are you?
Let's see.
How many do you want to get? I've got as much as you want. I think I've got
My dream sword.
20 in here right now.
It's not created yet. Scott's, I'm sure, would be something with the Takanoha crest.
These are the ones. These are actual used for master. This is pretty much the same.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we got the tack whack back in. That's pretty cool. I feel like they did something different to it this time, though. Like they definitely sharpened the edge up or polished the edge or did a different finish on it. Not too sure.
Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. How's it been? How's training going?
To me, it looks different, but so they can definitely tell they polished up the edge a little bit, but made it even more tactical. I don't think that's possible. I mean, unless they add some like molly straps or I don't know, some paracord.
They have already said you're approved, you're definitely done it.
Do I play video games? Sometimes.
They're very open to others, so they're not, they're not snobs. So.
There's other tactical swords.
How are your classes going here?
Oh, great, dude. It's exploded.
Oh, nice.
On a new student. About to head to Japan here.
Our SX-105B rack's looking empty.
Say, would you guys be interested in coming by for our party on the 17th? That's what this is all for.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
Like with our annual, Christmas Saturday party.
Here's our Titan Stouts. These things are freaking sweet to cut with.
Just put it in archery ring.
Favorite video game? RuneScape. There's our antiques. Oh yeah, the stout with the red. Yeah, the thing is. Yeah. Yeah, the Blades of Chaos. We just got those back in.
It's been too long since I've done anything.
Yeah, it's fun. One of the schools I trained in Japan for 15 years, no cutting. So even in Japan, in Japanese sword arts, a lot of teachers, the thing is, a lot of schools now.
Free armor trimming? Hell no, 10K a piece, bro. 10K a piece. I'll trim your bronze. No, I'm just kidding. I used to scam so many people like that.
Yeah, take care of it. You got everything? Yeah, I got it. Oh. All right, thanks, pal. Yeah. Have a good one, buddy.
Virgil's Yamato. We have, let's see, the 3 different katana versions. We got Odachi versions down there. Got Demon Slayer. Yeah, I started playing before it was even called RuneScape. It used to be called Devious Mud.
What are you guys working on now? Are you doing any new weaponry for 2026? Mike chosen anything new?
I'm working on master class on Sundays. Yeah, more like a master study.
Yes, I literally just showed Virgil's Yamato. Not physically, I just pointed at it.
5, 6, 7. And I have 20 for you here, buddy.
Yamato.
2,000 more in my storage.
Then the Odachi versions are right down there.
Yeah, he wants to like go into business with you or something. But he said he needs $30,000.
I'm only merciless when I PK in the wildy. I'll fucking ice barrage your ass and then take all your shit.
You have 7 self-counting at cost. You just need to get more available.
Yeah, we're all about that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's all I got today, pal. Wish I could do better for you. 13 do?
You get more in, I might stop by again.
Oh, I'll go get more tomorrow. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I can stop by again, get like 7 more at least. Oh, fuck, there's this new tournament that they're doing in Nova. It's by. They're trying to be the new long point. What is it?
Yeah, we have
Hilt. Historical
those.
longsword triathlon.
These right here.
That cutting a longsword triathlon.
Looking at different cameras. TikTok, those ones right there. If you're on YouTube, these ones right here. These are antique katateuchi. So those are around 500 years old.
It's called 150.
Otherwise, we got the stuff in the case. Some of these are relatively usable for EI practice. Some aren't. Like I specifically check each one when we get them in. When I'm taking pictures, I'll put it in its mounts and see how tight it is, if there's any movement or not. Yeah, for the most part, a few are usable for practice. If you really wanted to. Yeah, katateuchi are one-handed fighting swords. They're basically just long wakizashis.
Sound good?
Yes.
We'll look around some or hang out? Or you
There's your Yamato.
That would be great. I think it might.
Phoenix Armory is somewhere in China.
Code on the lots. Work back here. Yeah.
We do have Unakubi
Yo,
Zakuri.
Tommy going out the door, son.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we have plenty of Unakubi Zakuri. I'll show you one right here. There you go. Here's our Unakubi profile tight ski. I believe we called this the Night Spark. I can't honestly remember, but yeah, this thing's a freaking laser beam. It's a bit overkill if I'm gonna be honest, because of how freaking sharp it is. It just glides right through the tatami mats. But you know, for 950, you can't beat something like this. Like the wrap's nice and tight. Those diamonds aren't moving anywhere. The only complaints we really have is the saya is just freaking bonkers thick. You know, if you wear a daisho, it'll be very uncomfortable. Can you explain the names you're saying, because I have no idea how the designs differ. Well, it depends on what I said. I don't even know what I said. I can't remember. That's how bad my memory is. I have very short term. Let's see. Yeah, Sparks Black on Black. Yep.
All right. We have been cleaned out at the time.
Hell yeah.
I'll go to stores tomorrow and bring more in.
What else can we show you?
What do people want to see? Oh, here's.
These are great. So what's kind of cool, if you're familiar with the forge called Dragon King, they've been making swords for 40 years. And one of our top selling swords, they make a spring, summer, winter, autumn series of swords. And this is the autumn leaf, very, very popular sword. It's made from 1566 spring steel. It has a longer Nagasa 12-inch handle, really cool ginkgo leaf tsuba and tsukashi style. Very, very chairo, which is a brown ishime style scabbard. This is a staple in their line. And they make a spring, summer, winter, autumn. In fact, I have them here, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But a lot of customers said, listen, would you make one that's differentially hardened? And could you improve it? And they did. They listened to the community, and they came out with 3 models. They haven't released the summer one. We got the spring, autumn, and the winter sun. We're hoping they'll come out with the summer version. But this is the upgraded model. And you can see it's differentially hardened. It has a nice hum. They threw a bow here, which is awesome. And they went with a slimmer saya, which is great. So if your Ruha also trains a daisho, it's not like a 2x4 on your hip. These are great. So what's kind of cool about this is they're listening to the market. And, you know, what the market wants, they make. And I think that's awesome. This is the winter sun. And you can see it's differentially hardened there. This is an amazing, 30.5 inch Nagasa with a 12-inch handle. And this is an amazing sword. But I love this inner side. So I hope they integrate more of that. But why Dragon King? If you talk to people that are Dragon King fans, and nobody owns just one, they own like 4 or 5, their fitment's really good for the money. Okay, so not Motohara, Nihon To fitment, but it really is above a lot of companies. So first off, we start with a really tight wrap. I mean, you cannot move these diamonds. Real ray skin, double pegged for her pleasure. Really smooth transition, small knots, not like a golf ball in your hand. And they put a shita dome and the kashira all of it. So it's this little collar here. It's nice rounded. So the fitment's really nice. These are for practitioners, people actually using the cut with, and they don't want to spend $1,000. Like this one's, this is different. Hard one since 525. But their fitment's great. And so we sell Dragon King for the fitment. Some things are more important to some people. You know, it's like buying a new car and the axles fall off after 100 miles, right? You fall in love with the blade and the damn handle unravels, or it's poorly made, or it's got these ledges. So we're big fans of Dragon King, and they just keep listening to the community and delivering. So, and they're all different. All their handles are different shaped. Typically they do a Haichi style, which is straight with a curve on the bottom part, but all the handles are different shaped. They might be thick and they get thinner towards the handle, towards the end, but they're really, really great. We're big fans of Dragon King.
What katana is the Niku?
Most Niku of what we have here, you know, good question. I don't know. We don't really have anything that we're selling at the moment, pushing that Niku or apple seed blade profile, which is better for harder targets like bamboo and dowels. Yeah, they're not super sharp in the sense that these other more slimmer blades are, but they make up for it. I have a cloud hammer here, S5, that has a lot of Niku on it, but that's my personal sword. I don't think we have a whole lot. Well, I'll have to get back to you on that. Yeah.
Just ordered a Tanto with Wildfire Hamon. Do you carry any more with that style of Hamon? And we have a few that have Hitatsura. We have Katana that are Hitatsura.
Yeah, type in
Hamon.
Hitatsura or Wildfire on our website, and you'll see a listing of some stuff. We love it. It goes pretty quick because obviously our customers love it too. What else we have at Hitatsura? We just looked at one today, Ryan, didn't we? Which one was it?
The Nihonto?
No, we just looked at something you and I did. That was,
The Tanto?
no, Katana from Phoenix Arms, that was Hitatsura. We just looked at it earlier.
That was the antique though.
Was it?
Yeah. I think the Hitatsura ones are those pink ones down there.
Yeah.
So here's a katana that's Hitatsura.
This is from Phoenix Arms. Now it's got some pink and purple with some gold. You know, whatever floats your goat. But the blade's beautiful. Isn't that awesome? Get my fat ass face out of there.
Yeah, it's showing up really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But they go pretty quick. So Hitatsura doesn't stay here because a lot of people love it because it's unique and beautiful.
Let's see. Do you have a Sasaki Kojiro replica? I have no idea what that is.
Sasaki Kojiro is the guy that Miyamoto Musashi defeated at Ganryu Island. It's they call it the close rod. It's not quite a nodachi. It's just a really long, like 30-inch naga. It's 30-inch nagasa with like a 14 or 15-inch ska. Probably. I don't really have anything that's that long. Maybe the Kawanakajima from. This is like a what? 14, 15-inch.
No, it's not. That's not that long.
13. 13. Yes,
like
13-inch. This is a fat blade. This is a beautiful blade. I don't know. Maybe like the Noldachi that we have.
We do have Yaito.
Yeah, we do. We have these from Cloudhammer. We have them in different colors. They're made from 440C stainless, so easy to care for. The C is for carbon, makes them less brittle. 440 can be really brittle. So these, the carbon gives them a little bit of elasticity. Many of my students use these. They love them. They're $300. We have 4 colors. This is the Kikugata with this Kiku persimmon Suba. They all have that leather wrap with a Kongo on them. Smooth transition, small knots, slim saya with buffalo horn reinforcement. These are great. They're quite light. They have a nice bohi, but they're not as light as, say, some of these really light zinc aluminum or alloy Yaito. We have it in blue.
For the hand painted science, is it a special paint or they use, or is it literally just paint? It's literally just paint.
Yeah, it's like acrylic and they just lacquer over it.
Can you show Anduril? We are actually out of stock on Anduril at the moment. We should be getting them back in stock relatively soon. I have no idea when though, but we do have Narsil.
So black with black ray skin and black with white ray skin. Again, these are Yaito. One that has this, this is a Mokogata. I can't remember the name of it. Not Kasuga. Omori? Maybe I can't remember the shape. Kasuga? No, I can't remember. And we have that one. We have that.
Jay Davis, what's going on?
Hey, Dave. Hey, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Yeah,
I'll show you.
Now you're talking. We have a couple versions. So this one is an S7 version. So S7 is a shock steel, not about 10% weaker than S5, but still pretty incredibly strong. Nice wicked curved ska on there. Has the Handachi furniture. We love these. These cut like a beast.
So are you teaching how to use them just for fun, cutting stuff, or with self-defense in mind? A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I teach classes here, classical Koryu, Kenjutsu, and Batojutsu. The lessons of the sword are more valuable. There's a lot of lessons, right? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. If you had every right to cut somebody down, chose not to, that's showing some development there. And most sword schools, the highest level of training is to solve a situation without even having to draw the sword. So there's a lot taught. Teach you to think before you do, something I think pretty much every human could benefit from. Plus, you're keeping a heritage, historical art alive, and there's a lot of fun there. There's history, language, culture, philosophy, food, art, religion involved. So there's a lot. So that's very rewarding. Plus, it's a fun hobby, and people can do whatever they want as long as it's not hurting anybody else. But there's a lot worse things you can spend your money on. So it's really fun, and you learn about another culture, and maybe you're learning some things you can apply to your own culture or other cultures in the process. So kind of opens your mind up to learning how other cultures did things, and it's historical, right? We're big history nerds here. But yeah, really fun to train. And we have the reverse blade as well. But you have to be very careful when you sheath this.
What is your personal favorite? Mine's Ogami Ito.
It's whatever you buy. Why are you such an Ogami Ito? Are you just a Lone Wolf and Cub fan? Do you just love the manga and the movies?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, I'm a big
I started with the TV show first and then got into the movies.
Yeah, but the 2 TV series, yeah. Because they did one in 2010, which was awesome. So that I'll show you that one. That's the so Ryan's favorite is the Lone Wolf and Cub. It's called Kozei Okami. Kozei Ogami. This is a sword from Ogami Ito, the protagonist in the show, in the series. He was what's called a Kaishakunin, or a second, the shogunate's second. So when somebody was unaliving themselves, he would be standing there and help them finish the deed. And then the Yagyus wanted to take over, and they tried to kill him. They killed his wife, and they didn't get his son or him. And then he just walked the earth hunting the Yagyu, and it's really cool. There's like a 5-movie series, which is freaking brutal.
Do you do custom orders? We can. Give us a shout on email. Info at RVA.
No, rva.katana@gmail.com.
RVA. Yeah.
One of my favorites is the, somebody asked, yeah, just use an email, rva.katana@gmail.com. Let us know what you're looking for. Probably one of my favorites is the Reaper. I own one of them. It's fun. It's a 29-inch Nagasa, 1095 carbon steel, pretty awesome. Early terminating bohi, wicked curvature, but not where it makes Nukiuchi and Noto difficult. Tight wrap. These are just fun. Yeah, we all own one of these. You don't own one yet. Keyword yet. Come on, son, get a Reaper. Yeah, these are fun. We love the Reaper series, and they're $500. Maybe a little bit more than some people want to spend, but that's one of my favorites. It's always a go-to. I love Tachi too, so I'm a big Tachi fan now. Yeah.
Is it true that Cloud Hammer can take up to a year for a custom sword? It depends on how custom you're going, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going for a custom blade profile, like a blade shape, that's gonna be difficult, because they're gonna have to retool everything just to make one sword. They're probably not going to do it, or if they're going to do it, they're going to make you wait. But if you're going for more common blade shape and you just want customized furniture or handle length or scabbard, that's well within their wheelhouse. Shoot us an email, let us know what you want. We'll let you know what we can do for you. It could take up to a year. I mean, we're not the Forge, but I don't think we've had anything that long, have we? I don't think we've had anything take a full year. Yeah, so yeah, just let us know what you're looking for.
DJ Robinson wants to see the Death by Sea Foam.
Yeah, but you're going to see the Titan first. You're going to see the Titan. I love this sword. It's beautiful. SX105V differentially hardened. But you want to see Death by Sea Foam?
Yes, Cloud Hammer is one of our personal forges that we work with.
Yeah, Nin Jersey. Nin Jersey. Death by Sea Foam. I don't know, I named it this because it's just, that's what it reminds me. It's just like Death by Sea Foam. Differentially hardened T10 blade that's been blued, electroplated. They use like an electroplating, not an anodization process, but it's an electroplating process, because electroplating can be sharpened and hold an edge. We love them. But I love the scabbard, it's really pretty.
Yes, we have Rurouni Kenshin or Samurai X.
Yeah, we just showed those. What else is new? We have some new budget stuff that we haven't had before.
Death by Sea Foam, you sound like a mechanic. Yeah, you gotta get your phone.
Oh, what's that stuff? Is it sea foam? Yeah, I put that in many tanks of my motorcycles. Yeah, this is new. Hey, that stuff works, man. Sea foam stuff seals some stuff. This is new. But where is it? This is the new Gold Dragon. What if you get another one? Would be the new Gold Dragon? The new Gold Dragon Deluxe 2. No. So this has a golden finished blade with a dragon horimono on it. Katate Maki wrap. Are you a fan of Katate Maki?
Yeah.
I am on the side of the fence that says hell no. Like, right? Everybody likes what they like.
What is the Titan based on? Nothing really.
Just extra big ass fries, extra big ass. Sword, yeah.
Is it possible to get Ogami Ito in S7 or S105B?
Well, this is made by Dragon King. It's a finished product, and they don't really. Dragon King doesn't make swords in those steel materials. However, shoot us an email. Maybe we could have. I'm sure you'd be happy about that.
Yeah,
we can go to Cloud Hammer and ask them to make something.
SX105B
Well,
for
yeah,
sure.
I do SX105V. Is one of your favorites. It's my favorite sword steel. Period. SX105V. It has really good edge retention. You know, anything can be sharpened, but some steels can hold an edge better, right?
SX105V has great edge retention. Cut bamboo, nice hard edge. Turn around, cut the Tommy, right back to bamboo, and just not sharpening it. It is it's available through hardened. This is through hardened SX105V, and like I was just showing you a minute ago, we have many models, but these are SX105V, but it's differentially hardened, and it crafts a beautiful hamon. So, you know, some steels, you know, even when you differentially harden them, it takes a lot of effort to bring that hamon out. So SX105V creates a really beautiful hamon. So depending on whether you like differentially hardened or through hardened, it's just a great all-arounder. There isn't one type of steel that is the magic bullet that will do everything. However, SX105V is just a really great, it's a Japanese tool steel. I love it. I probably have 5 or 6 SX105V swords. They're super fun.
Do you have Hakama? Go to eBogu if you want.
Yeah,
anything,
e-bogu,
any clothing.
bogu.com. We're out of California. I've been doing it for like 20 years. They're awesome. And if it doesn't fit you, they'll take it back and get what you, the owner's Japanese, is a great guy. So some of these places, you get the wrong size, you're boned. And the straps are proper length. So if you go to like Century or Asian World of Martial Arts or some of these like martial arts supply places that really cater to karate do, the straps are improper. They're not properly. So you wind up not being able to tie them correctly. So eBogu for as low as like $50.
Yep, real from Japan. Of course, we just unboxed.
We just unboxed a few Nihon To.
Real antiques.
We've got about 20 in the shop now. So we just unboxed these. That's not
They're
the blade.
both in Shirosaya.
They're both in shears. We'll show you. We'll show you. This is the koshirae for this piece, which has a hubcap for a tsuba. I don't know the age of this one. It's got some tobiyaki. This is hitatsura. I'm saying tobiyaki. It's hitatsura. Has a nice hitatsura hamon. Wicked curvature on it.
You can definitely see it right there. Neil Thompson in the house. What's going on?
Hey Neil, what's shaking? Canadian bacon. We got this one's also has paperwork for it. This one's paper, the NTBHK. HK. And I'll show you the other one we got today. Really gorgeous tachi.
He's not tapping it on his head. It's a bow to show respect.
So look at this. Yeah, it's like the Monty Python Bring Out Your Dead. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. Nice early terminating bohi. That's just beautiful tachi.
Nice Sugaha Hamon.
With beautiful furniture on this one too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so one of these is for sale and the other is not.
I don't know which one is, but I'm guessing the tachi is not.
The tachi is probably
Yeah,
not for sale.
This is the furniture without the tsuba on it. We haven't put that tsuba on, but really beautiful with the Toyotomi Hideyoshi Kamo on there. Really gorgeous. Look at that's a big tachi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these are great. I love it. Yeah. More! And we have other antiques. We've got some more over here. Here's some up here.
Great to find you guys, and you're on the East Coast. You're from you're from Florida too. Sweet, I'm from Florida.
Yeah, Ryan's from Sarasota. You show them here. So they're starting to trickle back in. We had a museum, a guy in front of a museum in New Jersey. He cleaned this out, so they're finally starting to come back in. We've got like another 30 en route from Japan. Getting to more tsuba as well. This one's 650 years old, and that one's $6,500, and it comes with paperwork. But they're as low as $675 in here. Yeah, we got some tanto, some wakizashi. No tachi left. And John has some at home because they're quite valuable, so he keeps them at home. Ones are for sale on our website. So check out our website. Just click under antique swords, and you'll see our current inventory. But it's growing like daily. Today we got more in, so every week we're adding more in.
Mm-hmm. James Sanchez in the house. What's going
Hey
on?
James, how you doing, man? Did you get your Chief? Did you get your other stout? Did it arrive yet? Are you happy with it? Let me know what he says. Now you got one for each hand. You're a beast, James Sanchez. You're a beast.
Can you show katana with those extremely long handle? I forgot the name. You mean Odachi or Nagamaki?
Oh, Nagamaki, yeah. So sometimes the handle could be as long as the blade or sometimes not. All Nagamaki means just long wrap. It's just basically a longer handle. A sword would still be used. So this is a battlefield weapon. If you couldn't use a bow and arrow or a gun or a spear or a naginata, we know you could use a sword. So this would be a battlefield version of that weapon. Extra leverage to fight against cavalry or mitigate the range of pole arms. This is a battlefield version of it. This is called a Nagamaki. This is the Defender Nagamaki, T10, forged T10 steel blade, differentially hardened. Really, really beautiful. We have one here, and you see on this one, the handle is as long as the blade. This one's a Nagamaki as well. And you see the handle is not quite as long as the blade, but it's still a longer handle. Maybe this is closer to something Sasaki Kojiro would use, but it is shorter. You see it's got a longer handle. Watch out, incoming. We'll call it. Hello.
All right, peeps. We've been streaming for an hour, so we're probably gonna shut it down.
Yeah, no, it's just something like kids or cosplay.
So thank you, mods, for doing your mod stuff. Make sure to join us on Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. So, yeah, I'm gonna shut down TikTok. There you go.
Let's call it takimitsu. These are all wooden blades. This is called a takimitsu. So the furniture is everything the same as a normal sword.
And YouTube. You guys later. Thanks for joining.